Hello, boys and girls. How's it going? We are on chapter 4, lesson 3, interpret the remainder. Interpret. Interpret. What is that word? You know remainder, don't you? Okay. What about interpret? Have you ever heard of an interpreter? If someone perhaps speaks another language and you want to be able to understand what they're saying, you might want to get an interpreter, someone who can speak their language and your language and figure out what they are saying and tell you, and then they can know what you're saying back to them. The interpreter will tell them. So it's really to understand, okay? Interpret, figure it out, okay? So we're going to find some remainders, and we're going to have to really carefully go into the problem to figure out what to do with the remainder. Because in the real world, we don't talk about like, oh, I had 5 remainder 3 cookies. Like nobody talks like that, right? So you need to think about when you're really having a leftover cookie and it's not equal parts. What do you do with the cookie? You don't talk about, hey, let's have some remainder cookies. No. So we have to talk about in the real world, what do you do with the leftovers that can't be divided equally? The remainders. Okay? So let's jump in here to number 3. A sporting goods company can ship 6 footballs in each carton. How many cartons are needed to ship 75 footballs? Okay. Going back, sporting goods company can ship. That means they can send it in the mail. Okay? They're sending 6 footballs in each carton. All right. I got that. You guys feeling that? 6 footballs in each carton. How many cartons are needed to ship 75 footballs? So, you know what I'm thinking back to is that first lesson with multiples to help us. All right, let's see here. 6 footballs go in 1 carton, right? So 6, 12 footballs. That would be 2 cartons. Do you see how I'm writing the multiples of 6? 6 footballs, that's 1 carton. 12 footballs, that's 2 cartons because only 6 fit in a carton. 18, that's 3 cartons, right? So what if instead of writing all the multiples of 6 to 75, we took a big jump? All right, let me do this. 1 carton of 6, 2 cartons of 6, 3 cartons of 6. Okay? What if we jumped to, remember my favorite friendly number, 10 cartons of 6? How many footballs would we have packed up? We'd have 60 of the footballs packed up. Well, that was a lot quicker than going by 6s all the way up to 75. We already got to 60, and we know that that's 10 cartons. Now I don't mind just going up by 6s. So 6 more is 66. That's 11 cartons of 6. And then 66 plus 6 more is 72. 12 cartons of 6. Right? Oh, and look, we only have 75 footballs. So another 6, let me see, 72 plus 6 more, 73, 74, 75, 76, that's 78. We don't even have 78 footballs, do we? Okay, so how many full cartons do we have? We have 12 full cartons of 6 footballs. So we have already packed 72 footballs, right? Now, if you order 75 footballs, can they just send you 72 and be like, oh, sorry, your order wasn't a multiple of 6, sorry. No, they are going to get another carton and put the rest of the footballs into that carton. Okay, so we packed 72, so we have 70, let's draw a football, 73, 74, make them look more footballish, 75. There are the 75 footballs. So how many were left over that weren't in a set of 6? 3. So they just don't need 12 cartons. They have to break out another carton for those 3 footballs. So let's just go back to what we did. We started off thinking 6 in 1 carton, 12 in 2 cartons, and we jumped up to 10 cartons because we know 60 can go into 10 cartons, 60 footballs. We counted by 6 and got all the way to 72. That's 12 cartons. But then we were like, oh my gosh, we have 75 footballs. So we're going to take these 3 extras and put them in a separate carton. So we didn't just use 12 cartons, we used 13 cartons, right? 12 cartons would have only fit 72 footballs. And you can't just tell people, nope, sorry, you can't get 75. No, you get another carton out. 13 cartons. That's what we mean by interpret the remainder for what's happening in the real world, right? Because nobody says, oh, I want 72 remainder 3 footballs. No, we don't do that. So the division problem that we just did would look either one of 2 ways. We did 75 divided by 6, and we got 12 remainder 3. But that wasn't the answer they were asking for. Or we could have written it this way. 75 divided by 6 equals 12 remainder 3. So the remainder of 3, or the remaining 3 footballs, is what we had to think about. And when we thought about it, we were like, well, wait a second, just get another carton. So even though the quotient is 12, we needed to add another carton. Even though 12 is a multiple, oh my gosh, even though we needed 12 cartons for a nice multiple of 6, we still had 3 left. All right. Let's do number 4. A carpenter has a board that is 10 feet long. He wants to make 6 table legs that are all the same length. What is the longest each leg can be? So a carpenter has a board. It is 10 feet long. He wants to make 6 table legs. So he has 10 feet, wants to make 6 table legs that are all the same length. What is the longest each leg can be? Okay, so I am going to take 10 and divide it by 6 because I have 10 feet of wood and I want to make 6 table legs. Okay, so let's do a quick pick for this one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll put our 10 feet into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. 6 can only go into 10 one time, and then we have 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 4 remaining. So 10 divided by 6 is 1, remainder 4. So are you going to go to the carpenter and say, I want each table leg to be 1, remainder 4, please? He'll be like, what? So here's what we do in a problem like this. I'm going to get rid of, oh, that's not the same color green, is it? Well, I'm going to write 6 and then this. So this is 10 divided by 6, written like that, okay? So we know that 6 can go into 10 one time in each group, right? And we have a remainder of 4. We're going to take those 6 away from 10. We have 4 remaining, okay? So what you can do is make that into a fraction. You have 4, let's see, if that's feet, then that's feet, okay? You're going to take the 4 feet left and say, I want 1 and 4 of the 6 equal table legs. 1 and 4/6. So I want that 4 that are left over to be in 6 equal parts. Okay? I know it's kind of weird, isn't it? So the longest that each table leg can be is 1 and 4/6 feet. Okay? The 4 feet that are left, we want divided over the 6 table legs that we're making. So if you went to the carpenter, would it make sense to say 1 and 4/6 feet? Yes. Yes. The carpenter would know what to do. All right, let's see number 7, interpreting the remainder. A teacher wants to give 3 markers to each of her 25 students. Markers come in packages of 8. How many packages of markers will the teacher need? Well, you know what I'm going to do this time? I'm not going to do a quick pick. I'm going to do multiples this time. Okay? So she wants 3 markers for each of her 25 students. Oh my goodness. Let me see, boys and girls. A teacher wants to get... Oh, wait a minute. How many markers does she need? It doesn't just tell us, does it? Each kid gets 3 markers, and there are 25 kids. So she needs 25 sets of 3. So hold up. I might change my strategy after this. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. This teacher needs 75 markers. She needs 3 markers for each of her 25 kids. 25 sets of 3 markers. Okay? So markers only come in packs of 8. How many packages of markers will the teacher need? You know what? I am going to still do multiples. I'm doing it. I'm doing multiples. Okay? So I'm going to write the multiples of 8 for every package I need. 8. That's 1 package of markers. 16. That's 2 packages of markers. 24. Right? 32. 40. Do you see how I'm counting by 8? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, right? And here's my goal. I need 75 markers. 48, 6, okay? So that's 1 package, 2 packages, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're still going, aren't we? Because we have to get 75 markers for the kids. So 56. What's the next multiple of 8 after 56? 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Oh, that's right. 64. And then 72. Oh, wait, what did we have to get to again? Oh, 75. Oh, because the next one's 80. Okay. Let's see what the teacher's going to have to do. She will have to, if she wants to get 75 markers, that's one, oh, hold on, let me do this. 1 package, 2 packages, 3 packages, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If she buys 9 packages of 8 markers, is she going to have enough? Nope. She won't have 75. She'll only have 72. And there'll be some little child, I didn't get markers. So the teacher can't do that, right? She is going to have to buy 10 packs of 8 markers. She's going to have to buy 80 markers, right? Sorry, teacher. You're going to have to buy 80 markers. She'll have some left over, but every student will have the 3 markers that she wants them to have. So she's going to buy 10 packages. And no one is crying. Well, that's supposed to be a C right there. Sorry. She's going to buy 10 packages of markers. Yeah, that's better. Sort of. Okay? Another way to interpret the remainder. All right, we are on the back, number 2. A minivan can hold up to 7 people. How many minivans are needed to take 45 people to a basketball game? You know what? I'm going to bust out my multiples again. Okay? So there's 1 van of 7. That's 7 people, right? 2 vans of 7 is 14. I'm just going to keep writing my multiples of 7 until I get close to 45. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. Oop, I went over, didn't I? It's 45 people. So that's 3 vans of 7, 4 vans of 7, 5 vans of 7, 6 vans. So if we had 6 vans, how many people will that take? 42. How many people do we have? 45. What are we going to do with those 3 remaining people? Right? Here they are. Hey, we want to go to the game. Sorry, you're not a multiple of 7. No, that's not what we do. We get a 7th van that will hold 7 people. So we could take 49 people to the game, but we really only need 45. But we're still going to get that extra van, right? Those people want to get to the game. We will need 7 vans. All right, and just to write this multiplication problem, we just did 45 divided by 7 equals 7, And what's our remainder? Remainder 3. Okay? We're not just going to order those 7 vans. We have to order another one because our remainder this time is human beings. All right. We are down in the spiral review, number 6. Yesterday, 1,743 people visited the fair. Today, there are 576 more people at the fair than yesterday. How many people are at the fair today? Oh, this is a good one to go back to. Look at this, all the way back from chapter 1, lesson 8. Okay, so yesterday, 1,743 people visited. Today, there are 576 more people. If I drew a bar diagram of this, I'd have 1,743. Okay, but today there are more people, 576 more people. So how many is that? Yep, you know what to do. We're just putting these two together. Zoop, right? 6 plus 3 is 9, 7 plus 4 is 11, 5 plus 7 is 12, plus 1 is 13, 2. Ah, it's nice just to add after all the madness that we've been doing, isn't it, guys? All right, fantastic. Do the rest of the homework, and I'll see you soon.